Yeah, we're going to get Monkey Wrench Mike to take these out. You going to drive them?
I'll drive this one.
You'll drive this one.
I'll drive this one if you sit in the back and wave.
King of the world! Yes! Hi, my fellow constituents. Man, this is beautiful, guys. Truly. There it goes. Come on, come on, come on. Look at this. Here's reverse. Here's first gear. I'm gonna let her go. Watch that speedometer. Right? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Monkey Wrench Mike is here. We've been doing some work off camera. Sometimes, guys, you ever have a project or a hobby, I should say, that you really love doing, but then when it becomes a job, it's not so much fun anymore? Sometimes you just don't want to work on camera all the time. So we did a little bit of work, just him and I, off camera, but I'm going to go out there and surprise him now. And I'm going to take you guys along with me. I think he's really going to like the surprise I got for him. He came all the way from Tulsa down there, which is like 2.5 hours to help me with the MG. And we're going to try to get it, and I emphasize try, to get it to where we can actually drive it, at least move it under its own power for the first time in this video. So let's go surprise Monkey Wrench Mike. All right, guys, he's in here. Where is he? He's where I left him.
Guess what?
You have a clutch?
I'm in second gear.
You're in second gear now? Is the
All the way
clutch any
back.
different?
Yeah.
The clutch feels good?
Yeah. Look. That's third. That's third gear.
Hey, I got a surprise for you. New video equipment, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
This is like huge. Really?
yeah.
Power tools and a Hero 8, baby!
With the media mod. And the audio from the
you.
media mod is actually really good on its own, unless
Yeah?
you're in a windy environment. Then it does kind of suck, but you can turn the wind filter on. There's 4 batteries. It's
Okay.
already got a battery in it. That's a supercharger. All you need is the plug, because I don't have one of those.
Okay. That's
You need the supercharger plug that
Okay.
GoPro sells for like $19.99 or something like that,
I can do that.
and a memory card.
Wow.
Get yourself a good 250. I'll show you what you need.
Yeah.
It's not, and a little handle. I've got the handle, but it's at my other house. Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
yeah, dude.
This is very nice. This is unexpected, but very nice.
Editing gets a little more complicated,
See, now you're making me up my game.
but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Okay.
Guys, for those of you that are new to the channel and may not know who this is Monkey Wrench Mike. He actually interviewed me on the news. It's been a while now.
It's been almost
It's-
over a year.
Has it been over a year?
Over a year.
Well, yeah, I had that shop that I got kicked out of and condemned and almost lost. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, good memories, man. That's how I met him. He actually came out and interviewed me for, it was Fox 25, right?
Yes, sir.
And now you're on the news in Tulsa, on Channel 2? Channel 2.
For you.
2 works for you in Tulsa. So definitely go check Monkey Wrench Mike out. I'm going to have a link, of course, in the comment section and down in the description as well. And we've done a bit off camera without you guys, and I apologize for that. But like I said earlier, sometimes you just want to do something on your own. But we're to a point now where I think it's important to bring you guys along. We have the new slave cylinder. Well, okay, I keep calling it a slave cylinder. It is not. This is a master cylinder for the clutch. This has a completely separate. Some cars share it, I guess.
Yeah.
But in this case, this is a master cylinder for the clutch alone. Slave cylinder underneath it. We had some wiring. I had to solder this up. The brake lights didn't work because a mouse, and I don't know how well you guys can see this, but right there is a skeleton. Right there. That is a skeleton of maybe the mouse that caused all the damage. So I guess he got what he deserved. We have the new master cylinder for the clutch. We have the new slave cylinder installed. We had no brakes on this car. It's got full brakes now. We have brake lights. We still don't have turn signals. There's other little electrical gremlins that we're going to have to work on. The carburetor is still not working right, but the goal is to actually get this thing to try to move, at least maybe forward and backward in the garage. I don't think it's going to be ready to go down the road. We could try. But first, it has to have a clutch. So another thing, do you want to tell them what happened today when we went to start it?
The starter didn't work.
Yeah, the starter doesn't work.
I was trying to figure out where you're trying to take me with that. I was like,
He was like, huh, let me think, what happened? Yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning, I wanted to make sure this thing was ready to go when he got here because he drove a long way to get here. And I wanted to make sure there were no surprises when he got here. Ran it for about 30, 45 minutes last night. No issue. Good. I went to bed. He gets here today.
And here's what it
Here's what it does.
You ready?
Yep.
Listen.
Click. That's it. That's it. That's all it does. If you want to start it, first you got to come over here because the carburetor doesn't work quite right. It's having some issues. Yes, we could probably go someday with the whole Weber side draft, maybe headers. I don't know. Right now, though, I'm not interested in any of that because it has to run first. It has to run and move under its own power. I need to know that this thing is okay before I go dumping a bunch of unnecessary money on parts that won't do any good. We got to get it moving first. So under here to get it started, this is where a GoPro comes in real handy. We have you can see we've been bleeding. This is our vacuum bleeder right here hooked up to my air compressor, but we have alligator clips. It is in neutral, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure it's in neutral. There it goes. Okay. So when you push the clutch, can you push the clutch in?
Yeah, but I want you to do that.
Okay.
I don't want to drive through the front of your new shop.
Yeah, it's insured, man. That's what it's... I'll never get insurance again, but... Oh, man, that...
See?
No. Oh, no. Damn it. It feels too light.
Light, yeah.
Very, very light. That's not a... We're going to have to do it the old school way, I think. Although I don't know that's even going to work. Yeah. The pump and release and pump and release.
Yeah.
And there she goes. Running out of juice.
I love watching that go up and down.
Oh, yeah, that piston?
Yeah.
Well, guys...
But that sounds good.
It does sound good.
That sounds really good.
It does sound good. We just got to get it in gear. And that clutch is just not I mean, everything hydraulic related to it is new now. And we have no issue bleeding it, vacuum bleeding it. We get fluid run through it just fine. Mm-hmm. But there's no clutch. There's no pedal. The pedal is just way too light. It's still full of fluid. So I guess we're gonna continue on that. Before it gets dark, though, I want Monkey Wrench Mike to drive these wonderful cars. I even pulled them out here. They were buried in the dirt with flat tires and no gas, full of water and mosquitoes. You got to come see this. You got to come see it because I actually spent about an hour cleaning one of these up for you.
Is it the van?
The convertible Sienna. Yeah, we spent quite a bit of time with my new shop vac out here cleaning the Sienna out because this is the one I really want him to drive the most. This one is fine, but we're gonna cut the doors off. I was gonna just send these to scrap. I had a lot of people saying just scrap them, it's pointless. I'm not gonna do that. There's still content here. I'm gonna cut the doors off, literally at the hinges. I'm just going to cut the doors off, take the hood off, take the trunk off, then I'm gonna cut the roof off, and it's gonna be doorless, topless, trunkless, hoodless, and I'm gonna drive it. I am, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The transmission's going out in this. I found that out today. I actually took all of these cars out on a drive today.
Yeah.
And these are all clean title cars, by the way. Explain to me how that went through an insurance company, ended up at auction with a clean title, but it has a clean title. So legally, all of these cars are legal to drive.
This is going to look like the sheriff's car on Cannonball Run when you're done with it. You know, the top comes off, the doors are off.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut the top off probably about right here. Yeah. I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna cut the doors at the hinges. This door doesn't open, so this one I'll have to definitely cut at the hinges there. Maybe just unbolt them. Yeah, the A-pillar is toast on this, but you can drive it. But this one was full of water and mosquitoes.
This is for parades.
That's what I was saying. See? You just have to watch out because if you touch things the wrong way, you're liable to really go to the hospital. Okay. There's a very good possibility you might end up going to the hospital if you touch this one the wrong way. But I did spend quite a bit of time sucking it. It was full of water and mosquito larvae and Oh yeah, everything was full of water.
let
All the
this-
little holders.
You left a little shade.
Yeah, yeah. That's for my sunroof, man. 'Cause the only problem with this van is there's no brake lights
Oh.
because the wires apparently ran through right here. You can see this large wiring loom. Although I think if I, get in there, I might be able to figure out which wire goes to the brakes.
Yeah.
And I think the turn signals don't work either. And the battery's bad, and it overheats if you let it idle too long. But as long as you drive it.
But other than that.
Oh, yeah, other than that, this thing is great, man. I'm thinking we could put some new tires on it and, a new battery and maybe do a tune-up. And
Yeah.
there's no content in these. Yes, there is. If nothing else, when you're done cutting them apart, smash them into each other and see what happens.
This would be good for weddings, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Groom and the bride?
Boy, lucky lady and lucky man, they're riding in the back of a chopped up Toyota Sienna with 530,000 miles on the odometer.
Wow.
Yeah, the looks I get driving around town is funny. I honk at people, they honk at me and wave. Like it's that kind of car, man. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get Monkey Wrench Mike to take these out. You going to drive them?
I'll drive this one.
You'll drive this
I'll
one.
drive this one if you sit in the back and wave.
I can do that. Let's give it a jump start because it's going to be getting dark anyway.
Okay.
Just to make sure everybody can see, we are being legal about this. Okay?
Safety first.
Yeah, safety first. We have our plate. Mike can drive and I'll sit in the back.
You're going to be the queen?
Yeah, I'll be the queen today. This is
Oh, my.
this is nice.
This
This is actually really comfortable.
is something. All right, let's take a tour of your town.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you down a back road.
Going this way?
No, let's take the main road.
Let's
Go left. Oh, the real road. Yeah. Yeah, we're going down the real road.
Wow. You know the mayor, right? Or was that
I
him
do
on
know the
point?
mayor. That was not the mayor.
Okay.
No, that was not the mayor. But yes, I do know the mayor. He's a really cool guy. All right, you're gonna hang a right here.
Okay. Let's look for traffic.
Oh, where's my sunglasses? 500,000 miles.
What car they just said?
I told you, people love me out here, man. All right, you're gonna turn right
Okay.
at this street coming up right here.
Turn signal works.
The turn signals work, just, no brake lights. You gotta hold your hand out the window and do the brake.
Is that it?
Yep.
Can I go like that if I need to? No, I don't want to.
I think that's, I don't know what that, I think that works for stop too, I think. Hell, I don't know.
Downtown.
This is downtown. For those of you that don't know what downtown looks like in my city,
This is a real downtown.
yeah, this is downtown. You're gonna follow it to the left.
To the left.
Yep.
Oh, we got a basketball court.
And we have a basketball court.
Look at the kids.
Yeah, the kids are waving too. Yeah, hey kids. Yep. There's our basketball court.
You got 3/4 of a tank of gas in this thing. Or does it
Perfect.
not work?
I think the gas gauge works. I hope the gas gauge works because we have about a mile drive ahead of us.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah, we'll come back here just a bit. Maybe I don't hit the brakes or anything on me because I could literally get my head chopped off. I mean,
There. King of the world.
King of the world. Yes. Hi, my fellow constituents. That's right. If you don't know, I am Uberman. Uberman on YouTube. Yes, that's me. Yes.
Cows are oppressed. Can you
Hey,
say
cow.
Cows are
Yeah.
oppressed.
Dinner. Oh, it's windy up there. Woo. I gotta sit back down.
Everything works up here.
Everything works, man. This thing is great. Well, the heat and air conditioning don't work. There's no blower at all. The radio used to work, but it probably doesn't work anymore either. All right, guys, let's get where we're going. I have my driver up here.
Yes, sir. Working, sir.
Yeah, no talking, please. I prefer my ride quiet. I like to think while I'm driving, while I'm being driven around in my luxurious convertible minivan. One of a kind. Nobody else has one like this. Nobody.
Movie's got nothing on this.
Hoovy has nothing on me. I am the king of hoopties, and I'm proving it right now. This is awesome. Let's see if there's anybody swimming out here today.
What river is this?
I have no idea what river this is. I love it out here though, man.
Oh, wow.
Like, you wouldn't know a place like this exists. This is where you take your 4x4s, man.
They're all waving on the left. Oh, look, they're waving too.
Honk at them. Yeah, look at all the tracks on here, man. You see people come out here and just rip the tires off. You bring your 4x4s out here, man, just tear it up. This place is great. I guess I better not tell them the name, because then everybody would know where I am. And where I live is super secretive. Yeah, I don't want anybody to know. Man, this is beautiful, guys. Truly. I'm having a great time. Look who showed up as we're driving up. We're driving down the road and Roxanne shows up, don't you? Bet you're gonna go in the shop, aren't you? Oh, pop the hood so I can turn it off. I keep forgetting you gotta turn this one off. Hey Roxy, come here, sweetheart. Hi, baby. Oh, look at you. Look at you, old timer. You're a beautiful dog. You're a beautiful dog. What are you doing? What are you doing?
There.
She's coming to meet Mike. Is that Mike?
Hi. You smell
That's
my dog?
uh-oh. That's Mike. We got a new friend. She is a sweetheart. Yeah, so you got to remember to turn this off and pull a cooling fan wire. She will bury herself in you. She'll like run into you and she loves attention. Yeah. Oh, don't hide your tail. Don't be scared.
Good girl. You're pretty.
You're a big, mean, bad dog. You're not supposed to be scared. So we're back at it again, guys. It is literally the end of a second day working on this. And we just keep running into problems. I keep ending up, even though we've got the new slave cylinder installed, or master cylinder, I'm sorry, slave cylinder is under the car, bolted to the transmission. And I'm sorry I didn't record this whole process. Honestly, it was very uneventful. It's literally a bolt up here, a bolt on the bottom, and a line on the backside right there. That's it. There's really nothing to it. But this line right here, this banjo fitting, is causing me no end of trouble, and I'm not sure why. You can see it's very clean because I've taken the time to actually sand this down. I have sanded it to make sure that it was as true as I could make it. I have bought an assortment of crush washers, and I even took the time to clean up this bolt. It was all nasty, corroded, and rusty. And we continue having leaks. I'm getting no pressure from the clutch, none at all. And when I go and pressure bleed it, which I'll probably bring you guys and show you that process here in just a second. It's very simple. Got a compressor. I've got it set to about 120 PSI. This machine here is designed for 120 PSI. It is actually hooked to my slave cylinder, and you just push the button. When you're holding it, you crack open the bleeder valve, and it proceeds to suck the fluid out. And to make it even easier, I bought this from my favorite store, guys, Harbor Freight. I love Harbor Freight. Not sponsored, but boy, I wish they would. I need a toolbox. But this little contraption right here goes upside down into the reservoir, and you turn the valve right there to open, and it will keep your slave cylinder full. So you can literally do this by yourself. You can bleed this by yourself, bleed your brakes by yourself. It makes things a whole lot easier. But we just keep having leaks from this line. It's not leaking from here. It's leaking from here, and this is my last attempt before having to replace the whole thing. I've cleaned everything inside and out on this banjo fitting. I'm going to put I've got brand new washers we're going to reinstall. Let's put this thing back together, and if it leaks, well, you know how that goes on a classic car like this. It's not exactly a very popular car. Parts for this can take a considerable amount of time to get, and that's just the way it is. So I'm going to bolt this thing back up, and let's see if it leaks. So if you're wondering what this looks like, it looks a little something like this. The reservoir is empty. We have our little valve right here. You just turn this on. Gluck, gluck, gluck. Starts filling it up, and 99% chance we're going to have a leak, because that's just been my experience with this thing so far. It just refuses to not leak. So what I have to do is, once I do that, I have to come into the car, and you have to look up the dashboard. It's about to get really, really dark here, but you look up here, okay, into this hole, which I don't even think I can get you guys into, but there's that brake line that we were just working on right there. Okay, so you give the pedal a few gentle pumps, you cross your fingers, and it's already leaking. She's already leaking, yeah. I'm almost certain. I saw a leak. I don't understand. I really don't. Nothing is stripped. Nothing is cross-threaded. There's no reason. Yeah, look at this. I've replaced many master cylinders, many slave cylinders in my lifetime, and I have never had one that just wouldn't stop leaking brake fluid like this one. I completely lost on this. Okay, it's dry. I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that that's residual, but like I said, I am pretty certain I was able to see it leaking. I don't want to get excited, but maybe it's not leaking. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that I'm going to open up this bleeder valve. You climb under the car, and it will be a little dark under here, guys. But right there is the wrench. You open that, you press this, and we'll find out if it leaks or not. Well, guys, I got some good news and I got some bad news. I'm going to start with the good news. We have a fuel pressure regulator that I have set to half a PSI, okay? That's, well, I know it's shiny and blinding you, but that's set to 0.5 PSI, running with 5/16 hose to the original SU carburetor. I have fuel line run to the original line. I've got the fuel pump installed. I actually realized after I mounted it that I mounted it in a bad spot. I mounted it right here, but it's on the back side of the car. Well, right here, this hump right here, that's a cutout for the differential. So that's not the greatest news. You can see I put the dealer tag on it. Well, why would I put the dealer tag on it unless I was getting ready to take it for a drive? Well, we were about ready to take it for a drive. Guys, I figured out what my problem was getting my slave cylinder. In fact, I need to get this out of here before it does damage under there, and I need to get some brake cleaner and clean all this up. But down here, let's see if I can get you down there. Right there, that fitting, that banjo fitting and bolt, major issue. I'll tell you how I fixed it. What happened was, and what I assume happened to the previous owner, because the original clutch master cylinder was doing the same thing this new one was. It may not have been bad. This line was bent and cocked in such a way that it was putting a ton of pressure. So when you tried tightening that banjo bolt and fitting onto the master cylinder for the clutch, guess what happened? It left it stuck at an angle, never sealed. So I took this line completely off, tightened up the banjo bolt first, and then bent the line back so that it could freely attach to the master cylinder without stressing anything out. And suddenly I was able to pressure bleed it very quickly, Did it a couple times, and we now have a clutch. The fuel pump works. There are no leaks. I replaced all of the lines, at least the rubber lines anyway. The metal lines look solid. All rubber lines have been replaced. I put about 1.5 gallons, maybe 2 gallons of gas in the tank. Yes, in the tank. And I'm going to make an attempt real quick. In fact, let me close this garage because this makes a little bit of noise. It is literally 2 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, 2 o'clock a.m. This would be what? Oh, no, it's not. It's October 5th. Yeah, it's October 5th, 1:37 in the morning, not 2 o'clock, not quite. So here's what I've got. I've got a clutch now. I verified the wheel does spin. In fact, the wheel spins to the point where I accidentally let it spin too much and it kicked out that, I had to jack it up even higher. It kicked out that little dolly of mine. So you could turn the key on. Here's another interesting thing about this car. It has a fuel cutoff inertia switch way up here. I don't know if you probably can't see that, but that says inertia switch, and it is hiding way up here. And I've got it shut off because we turn the key on, it doesn't do anything, right? Okay, but listen to this. If I reach my hand up here and I find this inertia switch, and it's way up there, and I turn it on, listen to this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the cap to the inertia switch broke. Okay, such is the story of this car. The cap to the inertia switch keeps coming off, but if I push it down, you gotta be very gentle with it. It does come on, okay? And I'm gonna show you that it will run off of its own gasoline. The problem is, do you see this? Do you see the fuel leaking out of here? Look at this. Look at all that. There is fuel literally leaking out of the carburetor there, okay? Even at 0.5 PSI, it's too much. The floats are not sticking. I checked. I took the carburetor apart. The floats move freely. I also verified the floats aren't cracked. They weren't full of gasoline. The floats are good. So it almost has to be the needle is either worn, or what more likely what it is not that the needle's worn. There's probably a bunch of buildup, and it's not opening and closing all the way. I don't know. That would be my guess. But anyway, the next issue that we run into with this car is the starter relay is bad. That's all it'll do. So you got to come over here, and yes, I know it's disconnected, so it's not going to start. This is the starter wire right here, and this is the relay that is no good. When you hook it up, it doesn't do anything. But if you hook it to this fuse down here, give it a minute. It is flooded with gas, so give it just a second. Come on, come on, come on. She is very flooded right now, so give her a minute. She'll clear up. Anyway, there she goes. There she goes. All right, before we were not able to put the car in gear. Look at this. Here's reverse. Here's first gear. I'm gonna let her go. Watch that speedometer. Right? Okay. Clutch is working. Brakes are tight. Brake lights are now fixed. Everything under here is looking good, guys. Really is. She'll sit here and run, and I will die from carbon monoxide poisoning. But there you go. She is running off of the fuel in this tank. That's the big deal right now, is that it's running off of fuel from the tank. I'm not having to spoon feed it. The problem is the carburetor. So if any of you have any ideas as to what could be causing the issue with this carburetor to blow fuel out even though the floats are free, let me know. Like I said, no fuel leaks. We've got no brake leaks, no hydraulic leaks, nothing like that at all. And when she gets ready to start dying, you can get under here and put your hand on that inertia switch again, and for the life of me, there it is. Oh, crap. She'll be pouring out of the carburetor again now. Yep, right there. Literally pouring gasoline out of this nozzle right here. I don't know. Yes, the piston moves freely up and down. Yes, I did put enough oil into this, what do they call this, a dash pot? Listen. Okay, it's got oil. I know it's weird to put oil in a carburetor, but anyway, that's that. I can't continue this tonight. It's, like I said, it's about 2 a.m. I got a Copart walk around. I got to be up first thing in the morning. The main things are the clutch works. The clutch works. It feels pretty strong. All right, the wheels spin. The brakes work. The e-brake works. The fuel system is working. It's just a matter of getting this kind of, hey, not all videos can have a sweet, happy ending. As much as I wish I could tell you I did this just as a cliffhanger, I can't. I really wanted to take you guys on our first drive in the MG. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen in this video. There's a lot more we have to do. I don't want anybody thinking we're in the clear, we're out of the woods. Not even close. We have to change the fuel sending unit because the gas gauge doesn't work. I ordered one of those. We have no turn signals. So I've got to, we have no turn signals and no hazards, so I also have to replace the hazard switch, which is most likely the cause of that. We've got to replace this starter relay right here because apparently it is not functioning anymore. And we got to replace the carburetor. And I did already order a carburetor. Unfortunately, it's not the right one for this. That's problematic. Hopefully we can find a workaround for that. But for right now, we've got a carburetor coming that it will fit, it will bolt up, everything should match up, but there's a few things that are a little bit different about it. So we're going to have to, we'll play with it and see if we can make it work. If not, we'll have to figure that out. But there she is, guys. There she is. Big shout out to Monkey Wrench Mike for coming and hanging out with us, for helping us out. Definitely shout out to Monkey Wrench Mike. Go subscribe to his channel. Please check out his videos. He's a great dude. He's got good content. If you like Mercedes, he's the guy you want to go watch because he's got plenty of them. His newest one is an S55 AMG that he is pretty much rebuilding because, oh, just go watch. I don't want to give too much away. Here she is, guys. Comment below. Tell me what you think. I'm excited because we are like this close. I'm so excited. Look at my garage. I've been working on this for 4 days now. 4 days I've been working on this car. And in 4 days' time, we took it from something that didn't start, didn't run, didn't do anything. And we've managed to get it to start. We managed to get brakes. We managed to get the fuel system working. We managed to get the clutch. And we managed to get in the trunk. We did drill it out. Unfortunately, I was out of options and I was tired of screwing around. So we literally drilled this out. I'll have to get a replacement lock for that. It's just the way it is. We found in the trunk another wire wheel, a 5th wire wheel. And we've got this cover, this really nice, what do you call it, tonneau cover or something. We found in the trunk the knockoff tool. We found the original, there's my 7/16 wrench, I was looking for that. We found the original jack, some jumper cables, nothing all that interesting other than this wheel. I think this wheel is the most interesting thing that we found in there. And we'll bring this into the light for you. There we go. Maybe we can take a quick look at the, is there a date code on it anywhere? Ooh, looks like somebody scraped it a little bit. I was hopeful that maybe there was a name on it, because I'm sure there's going to be people thinking that these are, excuse the pun, knockoffs. But I'm certain that these are the original wheels, rims, whatever you want to call them. Pretty sure these are original, guys. I don't see a date code. That does not look like a date code. Yeah. Quadra XT2 is the tire on this. I'll look on the back real quick for a date code, and then we're going to get out of here. No, I don't see a date code on the back either. Okay. Well, hey, it is what it is, man. Drop this on the ground right here out of the way. And there you have it. I got to get out of here, guys. Like I said, I got to be up first thing in the morning. I need to be at Copart by 8, which means I got to be up by about 6:30. And it's already 2 o'clock in the morning, so I got to get to bed. But I hope you guys enjoyed the content because I've literally been pouring myself in to the MG. And I really should be doing more with the Lancer. I really do. And I'm going to get on the Lancer real soon. For those of you that wanted to see the Lancer, wondering what's happening, I haven't done anything to it. We're going to get to it. I just couldn't help myself on the MG, guys. This car, to me, is so much more interesting, and I really just want to get it running and take it on its first drive. In case you guys haven't figured it out, this is what I enjoy most. I am not into full car restorations or anything like that. What I enjoy most is taking cars that were left for dead, basically. Cars that haven't run in years and years, sometimes more than a decade, sometimes 2 decades, and getting them running and driving, putting them back on the road. After that, I start losing interest. Surely some of you can understand where I'm coming from. Surely some of you are the same way. I don't care about restoring cars to their former glory. I just want to take them as they are and make them roadworthy. I want to put them on the road. I don't care about doing all the paint by, with the exception of the Dodge Coronet. Okay, that one we may go so far as to get the interior done on it as well. We'll see what happens when Weird Beard is done with that. But my interest really lies in taking these cars that are just left for dead and bringing them back to life, putting them on the road again. And once I have them where they'll run and drive on the street pretty reliably, I just lose interest in it, guys. Hey, if you're interested in the Plymouth Fury 2, the 66 Plymouth Fury 2, that, by the way, runs and drives absolutely great, Weird Beard has it, and he's got it up for sale for, I think, $4,500. So anybody interested in that Plymouth Fury, go hit up Weird Beard. I guarantee you he would love to sell it. Give him a holler, man. It's on Facebook Marketplace in Blanchard. So check out Facebook Marketplace in Blanchard, Oklahoma. You'll find the 66 Plymouth Fury there. If you're interested, go ahead and message him, hit him up, and that car can be yours in a snap. With that, guys, I am out of here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, give the video a big thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a big thumbs down. Do me a favor, drop your respectful comments down below. Always interested to see what you guys have to say about my weird, interesting to me, quirky projects. And hey, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds. Till next time, stay safe out there, buddy. I will catch you all very soon in the next one.